Hi, Clayton. I have a question. I have $250,000 in my account right now, and I'm trying to find out, should I reinvest the money into another house, or should I pay off an existing loan on a home I have?
Thank you, John. Well, the answer to that question is yes. So, I know it's maybe it's a cheap way out, but honestly, as we write about in our book, How to Pay Off Your Prop Mortgage in 5 Years, I like the two pronged approach. To be honest with you, John, I don't like just going all in on one thing. Think about it. The home you live in is not a performing asset. So you've got $200,000 in cash sitting on the sidelines right now. I would absolutely be deploying a large chunk of that in order to buy additional rental properties. So if I had $200,000, to me, that's four down payments, right? Forty to $50,000 is what is like a down payment on one of our new construction properties, right? So that's four rental properties that would be bringing in cash flow, thousands of dollars a month in additional cash flow. What if you did it that way, John, where you're able to get that additional cash flow, and using that cash flow, you fire it towards the principal balance of your mortgage, or use a chunk of it instead of using 200,000 on investment properties? What if you used 100? Using 100, fire that towards your principal balance of your current mortgage that you live in, right? And then what you're doing is you're opening up other opportunities as well, John, right? Home equity line of credit that you could then tap into, an equity on your primary mortgage. Remember, you cannot eat equity. So if you're sitting on equity in a property, that's additional equity you could use to go out and buy additional rental properties. But I wouldn't personally, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do with your money. So do your own due diligence on this. But if I had $200,000 in cash, I can tell you right now, I am not using it. I'm not going to be using it to pay down my primary mortgage. A little bit, but I'm going to use that bulk of that cash to invest and to build up additional performing assets in my family. That's what I'm going to do. Remember, we are a debt-based society, right? Since we moved off the gold standard in the United States, we are debt. We are a debt economy. And that is how Wall Street operates. And they make billions of dollars a year. Why shouldn't you also use debt to build your net worth? I mean, should it just be up to them? Should it just be Jeff Bezos and those guys that make all the money? No, use the same system. Use debt. Use this strategy in order to build up your equity, using a portion of that for down payments and then using the bank to carry the rest for mortgages on these investment properties and build up that cash flow. It's an amazing tax shelter. And of course, then you get the benefits of the depreciation on your taxes, and the list is endless here, John. So that would be my advice if I was speaking to myself. But your mileage may vary, and then using a portion of that to fire it at the principal balance of your primary mortgage could really accelerate your payoff of that property and alter your overall interest timeline for your amortized mortgage. I hope you found that helpful. We have a great website. If you go to morrisinvest.com, MORRIS, we have tons of great blog posts and resources there for you to become a more intelligent real estate investor. I would encourage you to go there, read them. But also there's a microphone button where you can leave us a 30-second voicemail question here. We'll play it here on the show and hopefully give you some great answers on your journey to becoming a more intelligent real estate investor. Now go out there, take action, and become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth. Certainly look around in this economy right now. Holy smokes. I don't want to be tied to Wall Street, that's for sure. We'll see you next time, everyone.